I feel excited. Always count it an honor to be able to speak, right? That means that somebody's listening and want to listen to what it is that I have to say, which means I prepare a lot in the off season. People will see you speak for 30 minutes and not realize it's taken 12 years to have something of value to say. Appropriately, I am the CEO and founder of Solid Rock Consulting. We are a workforce management consulting practice.
So today we'll
You forgot that WFM girl.
My expectations, I told my folks in the back, I said it's going to be a lot of energy because Juanita's here. So I've presented with her in the past, and a lot of good tidbits that will help us out. Even though we're not a Verint user, but we're kicking the tires.
It's great. It's great. Juanita and Trudy are both very engaging. They know their stuff. They know how to connect the dots.
And we're passionate about it. I don't know why, I just love WFM. It is quirky, but it's like a great practice. It really is.
The session was fabulous. They gave us great takeaways and specific things that you can do to make your call center better.
I loved it. It was great. We just had a business unit to launch on WFM, so it was really good for me to learn more about how this tool can help our applications.
It was great. Thank you very much. Fantastic. Very informative. Thank you.
Even at SWPP, I follow her. Juanita is an absolute amazing workforce consultant. I support her.
I love it. I love her energy. I was just telling her.
Awesome.
Juanita did that. 2 snaps for her.
Yeah.
And Trudy.
Definitely. Highly recommended.
Hey, I'm Dave Singer with Verint. We're at Engage 2024. Really excited to be here. You know, the last couple of years, we've talked a lot about data and AI. That's still important this year, but the word of the year is now. Now is the time. There's no more waiting, no more theory that's going to happen next year. It's all about now. What do you folks think?
Well, but see, my concern is especially with the session that Juanita and I had together, you can have it now, but if your system is not ready for it, then how can you have the benefits of it? So you got to make sure you have a healthy system now in order to get the outcomes now.
Yeah, I love that. I love so Dan said something that was main stage that I was like, okay, Dan, I hear you, talk your talk, right? He talked about, don't just take our word for it, right? Like, measure the results in your environment, right? Start now. He used the example with the healthcare a company that started with the 30 or 300.
Started with 300.
300,
yeah.
And right, scaled all the way up to 30,000. That was epic, insane, right? Because what do? They measure the results in their environment. So they started now, right? Tested it in their environment on a healthy system, on a healthy ecosystem, their environment, and then said, okay, this worked. This for real. We get real results now, and let's scale to the 30,000. I thought that was epic.
And I'm going to pull out one more word you said, which is you. It's not about somebody else. It's not about what I'm doing. It's all about you. You can have this now. I love that you pulled out that word.
Yeah. I think the thing, coming from being an agent, sitting in the contact center, being in workforce management, the thing that just warms my heart is the outcomes. It's the sitting in the seat of the forecaster, in the seat of the agent, in the seat of whomever, right? And thinking about like what I love most, and I get giddy about this one, is the genie bot right? Because all the data in the world, that's great, right? But you can get this like paralysis by analysis, and having that PowerPoint that pushes on the out, of like, oh, okay, makes this content digestible to leadership. Sitting in leadership meetings before, I just can imagine like, oh my God, I have all this information. How do I make this digestible to leadership so that we can empower action, right? It's so important. And so I'm loving this genie bot right now. I love them all, right? I can't pick one. I can't pick one, but I think it's the outcome that I'm actually loving right now.
Yeah, and I'm in your camp, Juanita, as always. But my favorite thing is a lot of these conferences, we're telling our story to the customers. This time, the customer is telling us stories to us, right? It's back to that. It's not about theory. It's not what could happen. Look what we have done.
Can you imagine what we could have done in workforce if we would have had all this too?
I know. I'm a little salty though. I'm a little salty.
where was that when I needed it?
Right. Right. Yep.
See, that's what we need you on this side to make the tools for the next generation.
Yeah. All right.